Coming at you live. This is 97.5 The Squirt. Yeah.
Welcome to Drop Dice, our first official session. Everything is set up. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
It's the maiden voyage, baby.
Yeah.
I saw, dude.
Today, I am Amber, your DM. We have,
Cindy, just a player.
yeah, who are you playing?
That's probably a good question.
Probably should have gone over this before we.
It's not even real.
All right, so yeah, I'm
Do it,
Cindy.
dude.
I'm playing Fargrim. Basically a very angry dwarf slayer because it's kind of based off of Warhammer as well. So he's a slayer and he's basically short and extremely wide, about 300, 400 pounds, but only like 3.5 feet tall. So you can go ahead and put an image on that.
Density.
Thick.
Yep. Bowling ball.
But yeah, just an angry midget that will just do anything to, like, honestly, just die and regain his honor. So that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple guy.
I too will do anything to die.
I feel that.
Too much.
Yeah, I was getting too real.
Too much
though.
truth coming out on this fantasy
Yeah.
podcast.
It's been a solid minute.
Dude, fantasy is just what you wish reality was.
Sure.
Mind blown.
Damn.
Already.
All right,
Damn.
Zach.
Yeah, I'm Zach. I'm playing Gregor the Black.
Gregor the Heavy-Handed.
It's Gregor the Black. No one calls Gregor that to his face because it fits and they'll be punished with swift violence. But yeah, he's a very large paladin who serves Ulrich, god of the North. He's from Middenheim, and everything he does is for the homies and his religion.
How's that going for him?
You know what? It could be going better. We've had some bumps in the road. Put the wrong village to the sword.
Fight the zealous.
He's got the spirit, though.
He
And I
does.
think
He has the heart.
it's there. He's dialed in.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're seeing, I think over time, it's one of those things where I think in the time we've been playing this character now, I think he's definitely evolved into a lot more than what I intended when we first started. Oh, so long ago.
Back before the plague.
Yep. Before the
Yeah, that was pre-plague.
It's been a while.
AKA Corona for all you casuals.
All right, I'm Ben. I'm playing Ack, a 5e kobold, but in this setting would be a skink. He's a very small, very, very small black-scaled kobold who has joined the party just recently after they killed the dragon that his clutch was serving. His special skills taught to him by the dragon were able to let him help out with the party so far.
Cool. All right. I am Dylan, and I am playing Kronk Enator. He is as far as the campaign goes, he's a human, but functionally, as far as 5e go, he's a Goliath, giant, essentially combination hybrid of a fighter and a sorcerer. But he is a magic man, very charismatic,
Yeah,
great
magic
guy,
ass.
depending on who you ask, and
Dummy
best
thick.
buds with Gregor the Black,
BFFs.
even though Gregor is a extremely zealous paladin and Kronk is a closet demon-worshipping warlock man.
Who's dummy thick?
Yeah.
Who
Dummy
is
thing.
there? He has a rule for dummy thickness: advantage on seduction, disadvantage on stealth. It's
'Cause
a problem.
Just be clapping.
Them
Oh, yeah,
cheeks.
the
them
cheeks. They just rattle down the halls.
It's
I
bad.
think we need to add a clapping to our soundboard
Yeah.
whenever Kronk does anything.
Wrong kind of.
That's when he's running.
Yeah.
But yeah,
See, I think it should be more like a.
Yeah.
more moist. Yeah,
Why
it
is it
gets
so-
warm outside.
little bit.
Okay, we are in like what I pictured, like where we currently are. It's to the south. I pictured it's more of a
Very
warmer
humid.
desert.
It's pretty
region.
deserty. Yes.
We're,
It's
we're
weird,
not
but
quite.
it's-
We're not quite desert yet. So I think we're like getting humid right before the desert.
Yeah, it's
Just
it's
a little bit of
coastal.
swamp ass in there, you know?
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
a
It's
lot of
reasonable to
swamp
expect.
ass.
Maybe there's some moisture.
Like
Yeah.
like the Everglades, man. It's bad down there.
Got a crocodile in my crack.
Yeah, well, that's Ack.
Yeah,
Oh, man, that mead is
It's ack.
it's super sweet.
the mead's good.
Do
I
you
like it.
want more?
No, I'm going to pass on the mead. Just,
Yo, hold up.
The meat is very good.
Yep. It is Mead King, a small place in Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Sponsor
Not
us.
a sponsor,
Yeah.
but if you want to
Please.
be, let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
Stuff
Yeah,
a
for
lot.
real.
they're trying to,
Great place. Please go there. And Mead King, if you're listening, please sponsor us.
Tell them
Hook it up.
we sent you. Even
Yeah,
though they don't
if
know.
you go to Mead King, tell them Drop Dice sent you.
Yeah.
By the
They
way, we're
won't know
coming at
who
you
we are 'cause it'll be
live
funny.
from
Pet
Wisconsin.
Heimdall while you're there. He needs it.
All right. Anyways, back to you, Glorious DM.
So
DM, take it away, baby.
this is our old campaign, our first campaign. It is set loosely in the Warhammer Old World. Had some fun with it, did some homebrew stuff. Our people are very OP, so don't do this at home. It's a lot of fun.
So we've been playing these characters now for, I know, Ben, you're newer to the
Yeah.
group, but when we started, how many, it's been a couple years? think-
Over a year at least.
think
Yeah, it's
we're
over
creeping-
a year.
I think
We're going on like
Yeah,
So I
I
think
came
we're
in and
creeping
you
up on
guys
the
were doing
2 year.
some crazy damage, whereas I was like base like 5e stuff, and like Kronk's got that sword that does wild damage, and I was like, okay, this is kind of
Like
what I'm
that.
walking into.
We're wild
Custom
now, dude.
Shadow Blade. That
yeah,
isn't
if you want a
spell,
new
it's
magic item, you just
artifact
No, it's
let
fine.
it work.
I mean, nothing's better than Kazook, but I'm a
Yeah.
little biased, so.
I mean, if we want to like run into some like hand wraps or something that do some bonus damage, like
Everlast
some monk
hand
shit,
wraps.
yeah, for real.
Some
Make that
boosters.
Brought to you by Venom. All right.
Again, please sponsor us.
Yeah. So look it up.
Anyone out there, if you want to give us money,
Jinko Jane's sponsor me.
we will say your name. In
Might be a
cool
little
voice.
early, but yeah, we're here, guys.
Yeah, man.
And we're ready to go.
Beggars
Well,
can't
we
be
got this.
choosers, and we're begging.
Yep. So
We're a little slutty.
where we left off, the party was traveling to Kronk's hometown of Matorka. They weren't entirely sure what kind of reaction they were going to get there. Kronk left after assassinating a high-ranking government official who had just assassinated the other government officials. So, bit of a weird mix. They had stopped at a farm on their way in, which is where we will find Ack waiting in the barn for an owl. Because he can.
Get it,
got a
baby.
grudge against owls. He's a small creature, and Ack is already still very young, but even just owls have been known to carry off skinks. If the owl is large enough and the skink is small enough, it is just sort of like a base reactionary hatred towards large owls and all winged creatures.
That's fair. So, Ack spent his night in the barn waiting, posted up for this owl. The owl did not come. Well posted up, the rest of the group did move on, and Ack is alone in this barn. And
Ack tends to stay away from the group a bit, slinking in the shadows, and probably just didn't notice that everybody had left.
That's fair. There was not a lot of pomp and circumstance. They thought you were there. They heard some stuff in the underbrush. It definitely wasn't an ambush from ghouls. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, so I guess this is day 2.
This is day 2.
I don't know. Would I have even noticed that everybody else had left?
Probably not. I mean, you're up in like the hayloft of the barn. You might think they just took their horses out.
I did steal a bunch of meat from the people we were traveling with, so I'm probably good on rations for a little while.
So you're just sitting up there posted up.
I mean, if I were to like roll and notice that everybody had left, I probably would have ran after them. But if I didn't notice everybody
You did
left,
not notice.
Okay, yeah, then I'm posted up waiting for this fucking owl.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I guess like after day 2, I'd probably like check on stuff, but I'm like deadly focused on this owl.
You're just waiting.
Have I found like a nest or something? Like,
You found some owl pellets, so you
That's right,
can
that's right, that's
assume
right.
that the owl has been here multiple times.
Okay.
Some are fresher than other ones.
I
Do you want to roll a nature check for me?
yeah, I can do that. I have a +0 to that, so it'll be great.
I'm sure it will.
First roll of the podcast, and it is a 14 plus
14.
0.
Okay. You notice that the owl pellets are fairly recent, so it seems like it comes here every couple days. There's a solid pile of them, so you're pretty sure it should be back the next night.
Okay, well, I guess we can probably fast forward through the night. If I haven't done any, if I'm just like focused on this owl, then yeah.
You're just sitting there. You see the little hole
I'm down. Fuck
in
this
the
owl.
barn, and you're staring at it. You're ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So evening comes.
I'll catch up. It's fine. I'm really fucking fast.
You hear the kids are kind of playing, and they get called into the house.
Fuck them kids. Yeah, let's
The
go.
crickets start going.
All right, yeah. So end of the night, I'm posted up waiting for this owl.
Okay. And
By the way, I have boots of spider climb, so I can, or slippers of spider climb, so I can be up on the wall. Yeah, no, on his little reptile feet.
so goddamn cute.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just posted like upside down on the ceiling, waiting for this owl.
Okay. You hear in the distance a hooting sound.
Do it. Can I see the owl? Can I roll to see owl? Roll for owl.
Roll to see if you can see an owl.
I would love to. Owl check. Let me math real quick. That's a 13.
A 13. You
13
do
for
not
owl.
see the owl, but you're pretty sure it's close.
Okay, if I know that the owl is coming into the barn, can I like stealth to make sure I will not be seen when he comes in?
Yes.
Okay. I'm pretty good at this.
You're assuming it's
Sneaky boy.
somewhere in like the field or like the.
That's a natural
barnyard?
one, by the
It's
way.
a natural one.
Yeah.
Okay. You are so excited that you just scream owl.
Owl! Let's fucking go. Get the fuck in here.
Yep. So you hear the owl is a little bit further away now.
Oh, it's further away. Okay, I'm gonna leave the barn
You're
and
gonna leave
start.
the barn and start.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start tracking down this owl. I'm gonna keep a eye in the sky, looking for this owl.
Okay. You see it. It's on the top of a tree on the far side of the barnyard.
How far away? Roughly
Probably a couple 100 feet.
a couple 100 feet. All right, I'm gonna jump out the second story window, and somersault as I hit the ground and start booking it towards. I don't know if I can re-roll stealth to try and approach
Now that
stealthily.
you're out of the barn, you can
Okay,
go for it.
let's see what I get. Oh, it's a nat 20, so we're doing all right.
Okay. You are blended in with the shadows.
I am stealth.
You are stealth. You're like humming the Mission Impossible theme,
Do. We're gonna get copyright strike.
but you're only humming it like in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
In your imagination,
Mm-hmm.
just like all of you, our listeners, should do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'm running up on this owl. I actually hold on. I actually should have been rolling with advantage because I've got a cloak of elven kind, but it's fine. That's my fault.
Yeah. So you see it. You're at the base of the tree. The owl's just up there. Doesn't
Right.
see you.
If it doesn't see me, I'm going to bonus action. Let me look up what the actual shadow step, and I get a advantage on my first attack against this owl. So I'm going to, from the base of the shadows, explode into a small cloud and reappear right behind the owl and try and punch it in the back of the neck.
Okay.
And I get advantage on that first strike. Look up my stats real quick. That is 16 plus 5 to hit, so 21.
That will hit.
All right. And that first hit is for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will run my second attack, which I don't have don't have advantage on. That's a natural 1, so we're doing great.
That is not gonna hit. Can
Alright.
I have you roll initiative?
I can do that. It's going to be a 11 for initiative.
Well, you still rolled higher than the owl, so you get to go again.
All right, so after I've bamped up, cracked it once in the back of the head, and spun around with a kick that missed, I'm going to land on a branch and try and jump back up and attack it one more time.
Okay.
It's a natural 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's...
Roll double damage dice.
I can do that. That is 15 points of damage for the first hit. So I will bounce up off a branch, come up, crack it with my left hand, and then spin around with my tail for a second attack,
Okay.
which is another natural 1. So we're just going back and forth here.
You try to spin around and hit it, and you end up falling down the tree a little bit.
Okay.
You fall 10 feet and take 2 damage.
Okay. Let me mark that down.
You're doing great out here, champ.
I'm doing my best.
I know.
Really am. So for my bonus action, I'm going to get my bearing and run back up the side of the tree, Naruto style, and try and flurry of blows this owl. Because it's pissed me off now.
Okay.
That is a 12 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, he's going to come up with an uppercut from underneath this owl for 7 points of damage. And after that uppercut, he's going to come around with a right hook for my second flurry blows strike, which is another natural 1.
Let's go.
Which is back and forth here, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sprains his wrist on
Yeah.
that right hook.
You
For real.
fall down again, and this time you take 6 damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You have such a low center of gravity,
Oh, I
too.
know. Falling hard. All right, that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Okay, so the owl is going to look at you as you lay there on the branch, just a little bit out of things.
I didn't hear no bell.
Yep.
And it is going to do a thing. And it's
Oh,
gonna
God,
be
not
a
a
very
thing.
fun thing. It is a thing. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What kind of thing?
It is going to cast Produce Flame underneath you.
It's going.
Hold up, what?
It's gonna what?
Yep. So
I think this isn't actually an owl.
It's a goddamn Balrog.
I was a little worried.
does a 23 hit.
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
disrespectful.
a little bit.
Kind of obnoxious.
That is 4 damage.
Hey man, it's a 37 hit.
Yeah. All right, 4 damage.
Yep. And it is now your turn.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's all good, dog.
All right. So,
Light work.
seeing this owl just spit flames at me, I'm going to realize that it's probably not an ordinary owl. I'm gonna have to really take this serious, and I'm going to jump from branch to branch, acrobatically, and try and come up and roundhouse kick this owl in the face.
Okay.
That's going to be a 22 to hit
Oh,
That will hit.
now we're talking.
for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep.
You smack it so hard, it falls backwards off the branch, turns into a human, and falls to the bottom of the tree.
Oh,
I'm going to, using the momentum off of my roundhouse kick, sort of like spin around and like try and Superman punch down onto the human.
no, dude, this is a 5-knuckle shuffle John Cena style from the
Yeah.
top of the tree. Let's go.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
jumping off the tree, trying to like elbow drop, like people's elbow onto this
You
bitch.
can't see me out here.
Yeah.
Like,
So let me roll. That's gonna be a 12.
That will hit.
Hell yeah.
Damn straight.
And that's gonna be 11 points of damage.
Okay. You Superman punch it. Are you going down with it the whole way?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let me calculate
I'll take the damage. It's
falling
fine.
damage real quick.
you're right.
I got this.
You got good knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that booty on me.
You both take 4 falling damage.
Light work, dude.
Easy.
It, however, is dead.
It's dead.
It's dead. With you just sitting on top of it, knuckles down.
Okay.
Fucking superhero landed.
Ack is
in
gonna be
its
Ack is slightly confused as to why this owl turned into a person.
Man, it'd be cool if you could question him.
Yeah, can I like look over the body? Can I like rummage through his shit and see
Yeah, you can.
see what he's got?
Let me
Okay.
check his driver's license.
Yeah, let me see. Does he have a valid form of ID?
Give me a perception check. Or investigation,
Investigation. Okay, I
Yeah.
can do that. I've got a decent investigation as Ack. That's gonna be a 23 to investigation.
actually. Okay.
Got a name tag on.
He does.
Picture with his family.
Oh man, it's Jake from State Farm.
So on him, you find a little pouch that has some holly berries and mistletoe in it.
What?
He seems to be wearing like loose, kind of like green robes, some like leather shoes. There's some like wood bracers on him.
Okay, so
You also find a little satchel with some herbs in it that
Okay.
smell nice.
I'm gonna take the satchel of herbs.
Okay.
Nothing else.
You
Nothing else.
also find kind of woven into his hair are some owl feathers.
Did you just find Santa's weed dealer?
Above game, I think I found a druid. In game, Ack is thoroughly confused. He was fighting an owl that turned into a person who doesn't have shit on him.
There's also a picture of an owl that looks a lot like the owl you killed the other night.
Oh,
Like a little
okay.
heart
So
next to it.
Oh.
So Ack's not gonna put 2 and 2 together. Ben is, but Ack's not. I'm gonna, I guess, take the owl feathers and like this is just like a normal human.
Yeah, it just looks like a normal person.
I'm gonna take his ear.
Okay.
Jesus.
And then I am going to go back to the camp and hopefully realize everybody else is gone.
Yep.
And then try and discern which direction they went and try and take off after them.
Okay. So you come back and you do in fact notice that none of your companions are here. Kronkmart has rolled on.
Okay.
Kronkmart Incorporated.
I don't even know. Was he there when we set up Kronk?
I was not.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he even
I
saw it.
I would have been in the barn.
Right. I don't think you saw it
focused.
get
Dude, there's
set
just
up.
like a big
Focus.
square like
Just like some
outline
dead
of
grass.
where like
Yeah.
something was. It looks like someone had a blow up house outside in their lawn. And it was Cronkmart.
It's like when you leave a trampoline out for too long and all the grass underneath dies.
My inflatable general store,
Yeah.
aka my inflatable quick trip,
Kronkmart, baby.
Cronkmart.
Kronkmart.
TM.
Yep.
We need a jingle for Kronkmart, I think.
Yeah, we do.
That's a future problem.
It's just going to be made by Bo Burnham.
Can I determine which direction they went off in and then take off full speed?
Yeah. So you think that they went to the south because you remember they were talking about going south.
We did talk about that quite a bit.
You did.
There's
So
like
you
a desert
go
or something down
straight south. You don't stick to the road. Don't do anything. You just go straight south.
I mean, is there a road?
there is a road.
I would stay by the
You would
road,
go by the road.
but
okay.
not on the road. I'd be going tree to
Okay.
tree,
Okay.
shadow stepping from shadow to shadow
Yeah.
until I came upon them, which I would not approach immediately. But if I do see them, I would hesitate and then approach. You probably by appearing from the shadow of Gregor's cloak.
That is
You-
kind of your move.
I'm going to hand wave this a little bit because you did miss a couple sessions that you don't catch up with them right away, but you see them.
I mean, they got a full day's travel on me.
That's true. And you are small, but
I'm small.
you're
But
fast, but you are small.
I do have 55 feet per turn.
That's true. And they are traveling with Gary.
Yeah.
Who does not.
So we're moving at literally less than half that.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll get him his speedy.
So, I mean-
feet. Okay.
I mean, if the math, I'm not good at math, but I feel like these numbers, like he could definitely overtake us in a day. Then
Probably.
He's going to
True.
get there before we did. He's already there.
Stop.
he's gonna pass.
Like
us.
That's
a
true.
stop
You,
and take a
you
nap for a
figure
bit.
out that they're going to Matorka. You accidentally pass them on the road, and you've been in Matorka. For
Doesn't realize it already has an Airbnb set up. Like,
For those curious, Gary is a flail snail that has adopted Fargrim. Fargrim
You
is
mean
the-
I've adopted him?
No.
nope.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
Didn't
Other
know
way,
guys.
that.
other way
No.
around.
Yeah.
Guys, be
Yeah.
cool. Cool.
a blip on the radar for a god like Gary.
So,
I mean-
we are now catching up with the rest of the group in Matorka. We have Kronk, who is the hero of the story.
Yep.
He, when he was here, killed the Dread Empress Yzma, and everyone thinks he's a hero. There is a national holiday,
Everyone knows
Kronkmas.
I'm a hero.
Yes,
Put
sure.
some spect on that.
There is
name.
a statue of Kronk that is almost lifelike. It is slightly more lifelike now because Kronk broke it and put it back together
Yeah.
to make it look better.
I had a drunk escapade.
Did you fix my statue or
No. I didn't touch
Your
guys'.
statue has a large mustache of dirt on it. The rest of it's very clean.
It's like immaculate.
Yo, who put that there though?
There's also abs drawn onto your armor,
There it is.
Yeah.
but
Very
also in
realistic.
dirt. Like everything else was cleaned except like a mustache and some abs.
Good.
There's an outline of asbestos abs and mustache.
Literally just Sharpie.
Yeah.
I mean, Gregor's keeping it tight
Yeah. So much you can see it through
through
plate
the
mail.
heavy plate.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So our,
Kronk went on a little escapade. You are just chilling in the town or outside
Okay,
the
so
town.
we're already in Matorka.
Yes.
Have I met up with them yet?
No.
All right. Do I see them?
You see
I walk out of my
Kronk
Airbnb
starting
and see
a
them.
riot. And a bunch of people are dead, and you're not entirely sure what they're saying.
Do I see
Oh.
Gregor?
We're at this part.
You do see Gregor. You see Gregor and Fargrim being led off in one direction, and Kronk being led off in a different
They're
direction.
being let off as in like tied up and like under
No,
arrest.
more like someone comes up and said, "Hey, there's a riot. Let's get you out of here."
All right, so I shadow step into the shadow of Gregor's cloak and crawl up his back and behind him and go, "Hey, what are we doing?"
The guard turns
What's
to you.
going on?
What? Are you okay, sir? Did someone get you?
I'm just gonna look at the guard and be like, mind your business.
Okay.
I'm still under the
sir.
cloak, so the guard doesn't see me.
Yeah, I'm aware of what's happening. And I also remember quite well the bullshit immigration laws that the city has where I had to pay a damn Middenheim tax. I'm not trying to play those games right now, so I'm just going to keep on doing my thing.
Okay.
Real quick recap. When we entered Matorka, Kronk, Fargrim, and Gregor, initially Kronk was definitely on the like, man,
Yeah, you were
let's
super
keep
like,
it on the DL.
right. Don't want a skyline.
Yeah. My name's not Kronk here.
That changed so fast.
As soon as we got through the gate and I saw a statue of me, I was like, so I change into my nobles attire.
Just in the city street, just
Yep.
strips naked. pulls
Yeah,
out
I
his
was
clothes.
just like, Daddy's home.
As you do.
Yeah, immediate 180.
I don't remember a riot happening though. I just remember us walking
Yeah,
up to
that one happened because we got up. Kronk got on the statue,
Yeah, I
and I
remember
started
that.
throwing money out to the poor people.
You know what? I do remember that now.
Because I was like, yeah, like I'm awesome.
Yeah,
Look at me. And then they started like fighting for the money, and apparently a couple people died.
As people are wont to do.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah. I mean
poor
that
people.
happens. Yeah,
Throwing
Have they tried
Vince McMahon raining money
Being better?
as he
not being
enters.
poor?
yeah.
No.
I mean, let's be real. It doesn't say anything about Kronk. It speaks more to the government,
The current
of
leadership
Matorka.
of this Matorka,
exactly
yeah.
the upper middle class.
So, after being taken to a safe and secure location and debriefed a little bit about the whole Kronk situation, you guys are free to go to the town. You're not entirely sure where Kronk is. Kronk went off and did his own thing and maybe made a friend or had a figment of his imagination. We're not really sure. You guys, however, are chilling at the wonderful inn, the Duchess Bounty.
Okay.
So the three of us are all in
it
the
like
Duchess
a-
Bounty now?
like a-
The
like a-
axe
like a
axe
bar?
still under my cloak, right?
Yep.
So
They
like
did
probably
not
on your
discover
shoulder.
Ack during this whole process.
All right, cool. I'm probably just chilling on his shoulder.
Probably
Probably easily confused as a pet.
Yep, probably.
So what's the bar look like? Is it like
It's not bad. It's a festival night. It is Kronkmas
Busy?
Eve.
Kronkmas Eve,
It's
okay.
fairly busy.
Yeah, that's right. I have a holiday.
Fargrim is pretty much
drunk?
drunk at this point.
Okay.
just
Yeah.
turning up.
The-
You're
The
already turned up.
special.
We
He
just
goes-
got here.
He goes pretty hard in the ale.
We've been here for 7 minutes.
The dwarven ale does not stop flowing.
So Ack's gonna I guess on Gregor's shoulder just sort of turn to him and be like, so what are we doing here again? We came here for like supplies before we go into this desert, right?
Yeah, so this was the last stop before we go into the desert proper. But apparently, Kronk has a cult here. I don't know.
So are we like are we just gonna milk this for like a minute and then move on or
Yeah, I personally would just
don't-
kind of like to get the show on the road.
Gotcha. No
Because you know,
plan or
Lord of Death on the rise, all that. I feel like it's time sensitive. But we should probably try to find Kronk.
Okay, so okay. It seems like he's gonna kind of be busy for the night. Are we just chilling here? Should we keep an eye out for something? Because it's like, do we not think it's weird that he has a statue and is like worshipped here, or are we just rolling with it?
I mean, I feel like we kind of have to roll with it at this point. Like, there's not a lot we can do about it.
That's
I think we need to find him, talk to him, and kind of, because I don't know if you've noticed, but he's always been pretty dodgy when it comes to talking about his past.
yeah. I
So-
really don't know much about him
Yeah, I'd
other
like
than
some
his name
answers.
is
That'd be
Kronk.
cool.
Yeah, no, his name is pretty much all I know, and that he has a store. But
Yep.
should
Kronk
we,
Mart TM.
do we want to go? Yeah, do we want to go? Do we want to go find him?
Yeah, I
Or-
think real quick out of game. I don't remember what happened, but I only have 62.
You've taken a long rest.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Yep.
just get that established.
Okay, would I have taken a long rest by
Yes.
now? Or okay, cool.
Just gonna,
Yeah, everyone should be at full health.
just gonna start fresh. Right
Probably
now.
a good thing to get out of the way.
Good thing
But,
to maybe establish, before, just in case.
Yeah, I don't know if Fargrim seems pretty happy where we're at, but
It's fine.
I'm usually not very welcome in big towns like this for super long. So
Right.
like the faster we can get out of here, probably the better.
I think what we need to do is we need to find Kronk and maybe get some answers as to what the dealio is here. And
I'm just really hoping all of this like admiration isn't gonna go to his head.
oh, it already has.
Oh,
It definitely already has.
That's what I was fearing.
Yeah, it's been we've been in town for under 30 minutes, and I guarantee it's already had an extremely negative effect.
Yeah, I saw the statue and did not think this was gonna go well.
Yeah, you weren't here when he saw the statue. It was instant.
All right, do we want to?
He had
Should we get
an
Fargrim?
He had an
Okay,
instant
Fargrim.
boner, and it just wouldn't go away.
That sounds right.
You guys have such little faith in Kronk.
You're not
just-
here.
Yeah,
As a narcissist.
You're not here.
that's my homie. I know who the homie is.
Just keep it real.
So yeah, I think we need to peel the dwarf away from the bar.
I'm going to
Never.
quickly sort of like try and without being noticed tap someone on the shoulder and try and like pretend to be Gregor and like sort of like ventriloquism him because I don't think I'm gonna get a very good response from people and just trying to ask like a random person so like what's up with this Kronk guy and just sort of like make it seem like it's a question out of nowhere.
Yeah, so there's a couple people at the bar next to you. You kind of pop up next to them.
I mean, I wouldn't
like-
let myself be seen as Ack. I would try and like, just make it seem like Gregor asked
So
it.
like
or
they
something.
turn around and
Yeah.
just assume it was me.
Yeah,
that
like
asked it.
ask when they're not looking, and when they turn around, they see Gregor and just assume he asked.
So they turn. Oh, hello, Sir Knight. Why are you here on Kronkmas if you don't know the story of Kronk the hero?
Just passing through, just travels, and just awkward timing, really.
That's fair. It's strange times we live in, strange times. So, back in the days of yore, a long time ago, there was this emperor. And, he wasn't a bad guy. He wasn't a good guy. He was just the guy. But he was killed by one of his nobles. This terrible, terrible witch of a woman. Damn ugly, too. She just murdered him. But Kronk was there. And Kronk saved us because he killed her before she could do even more terrible things. He was one of the upper nobles, and he saw what was happening, and he's like, you need justice in the system. You need to stand up for the people. And so he killed her, and somehow in the mess, she used her witchcraft and poofed him away,
Damn.
where he went on to try to save the world.
Here's a real question. Did she turn the prior emperor into a llama?
That is neither confirmed nor denied. There's a lot of stories. Some people really think so. Some people don't. There are some llamas. He might still be
So-
out there.
My question. So you said he went off to try to save the world. Okay, so what do you know of his escapades per se outside of the city?
We don't know much. Again, when her dark magic poofed him away, we don't really know where he ended up.
So he
Also-
might be the llama.
Also, how long ago was this?
This was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Saying,
like 20 years.
Years. So
20?
essentially,
15 years.
basically how the backstory for Kronk goes is that he was orphaned because his family was killed during all of this like political intrigue, backstabbery in Matorka. He was being raised in basically like the mage's court, which Yzma was the head of, and she was an advisor to the emperor. The whole dealio went down. He took her out after she took him out. And when he left Matorka is basically when he headed north and ended up first meeting with the party.
Oh, so it
okay.
was that. I thought this was like years.
Yeah, same. So I didn't realize it was that close to, when
I mean, in game time, it's probably been like maybe a year.
But it's still relatively recent.
relatively.
Recent
I'm
since.
gonna hand wave it and say that you did some traveling before. If that's
I mean,
okay
it would
for
have
your
taken
backstory.
travel time for him to get to the party. So he met the party like maybe a year ago, but it probably would have been like a 2 or 3 year.
Can we make it 10?
Yeah, we can
For
make it 10.
reasons. Okay.
Yeah,
For plot
because I
reasons.
mean, when he left, he probably went in his like young 20s. So yeah,
Yeah, just because. Okay,
probably
just trying to get a feel for the
around
timeline.
30. Yeah,
I didn't realize it was that. Like, in game time, I guess I didn't realize it was that soon.
yeah. I'll say it's been like
That's cool.
a decade since
Yeah.
the incident.
Okay, so it has been like a decade.
Yeah,
So
we'll go with like a decade, and
Okay.
then it's been like a year since the party's been doing its shenanigans. And
yeah, that
met
makes
up
sense.
with
Where the
everyone.
party's been doing the damn thing for
yeah,
about a year or so.
year and change maybe.
Yeah, and you know,
So this is like the 11th anniversary of Kronk Day.
Something like
it
that. Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We heard tales from the north that Kronk had emerged again and that he had killed this giant demon dragon in the north and saved the world
Okay.
along with his companions,
Don't say it.
Jeffrey and the dwarf.
Damn it.
And then you see another person kind of leans up. No, it wasn't Jeffrey. God,
It was
you don't know
Jeffrey.
anything. It's George.
Yep.
George and the dwarf.
It was definitely.
That sounds right. That sounds right. So what does Kronkmas entail?
Oh, it's
say
a
from the
great
shadows.
day where all of the people come together.
And seize the means of production.
They kind of look at you. You're from Midnight, aren't you?
It's kind of rude.
Yeah, that's a very charged question. Why would you say that?
Because you people keep coming here and
Whoa,
you keep
what do you mean,
talking
you
about
people?
these means of production.
What do you mean keep coming
And
here?
wolf
Midnight's
people-
like super far away. There's a 0% chance.
One
that,
guy
like-
came here as to try to convert everyone to love Ulrich, and it left. It just did not go well at
One
all.
guy came
Probably
here.
didn't.
And now they all very much don't like people.
Cerny Banders, champion of Ulrich, showed up in Matorka one day talking about the means of production.
Who? Say that again?
Cerny Banders. With the mittens of redistribution.
Mittens of redistribution.
Very quickly escorted from the premise.
Yeah, we had to put up a tax last time one of you people came here.
I'm well aware of the Midnight tax.
Good.
A whisper in Gregor's ear. I don't like the way they keep saying "you people."
Yes, I don't like it neither.
Can I?
For such an advanced place,
How
not
how
a lot of
well lit
tolerance.
is this? How well lit is this bar?
I'd say it's like 8 o'clock at night. There's like a fireplace. There's some like wall sconces. It's
Can
not
I?
super bright.
Can
but
I
it's-
try and slink down and just like steal this guy's money? Can I just
Sure,
pickpocket
give
this
me
dude?
a
He's
sleight of
kind of a
hand.
dick.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to be good or whatever, but like,
Like I'm not gonna
I'm
like
totally cool
like
with this.
like Gregor won't know this is happening, but like I
Even if I
will,
did, I'd
while
be
they're
cool with
like being racially charged towards
Right.
Gregor, like I'm gonna try and like
if only they knew.
yeah.
Midnight tan.
Man, y'all obviously don't know shit about Midnight, huh?
Like I will. What do you need to roll to
Sleight of
rob
hand.
this dude? Sleight of hand.
Yep.
All right.
Skyrim style, take the clothes off his back.
Yep.
Yeah. Just while he's not looking. That's gonna be a 14.
14. You
yeah.
managed to steal his coin purse.
Hell yeah. How much?
You
What does he
get-
have?
1 copper, because everyone's poor.
I'm gonna.
No, he looks like he's not terrible. Probably like another merchant person, so he's got like 7 silver in there.
All right, I'm gonna leave the ear.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's twice as well.
So you take the bag of
copper.
money and you put an ear.
Yes. Human ear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, I know. Like, imagine reaching
don't know
your
this is
wallet
happening.
and finding a human ear.
It'd be very disconcerting.
I'd
I'd feel very
You don't know this
threatened.
is happening. He doesn't know this is happening. He doesn't even know I'm here. But then I'm
here
going
for
to
it.
try and just shadow step back and under Gregor's cloak.
Okay.
And just while this guy is being extremely xenophobic to Gregor, I'm going to just whisper in his ear, "Don't worry, I got him," and not elaborate further.
Like, I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I'm just gonna. I want to hear it. I'm gonna register it, and I'm just gonna keep talking to this dude.
Okay.
Basically, like, I don't know. I don't know why you assume I'm from Midnight, but that's neither here nor there. Would you happen to know where your hero Kronk is now?
No, I did hear that came back to the city.
He sure did.
There was like a riot. Someone was trying to murder him. I hope he's somewhere safe. I think the guards got to him and he's safe because the guards, I think, escorted him away, but I'm not entirely sure.
If someone's trying to
wasn't
murder
there.
him, I'd be more concerned for their safety rather than his. But
Well, that's true. I mean, he did save the world.
Can you point us in the direction of the guard shack?
yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of leads you out. It's not too far from where you guys came in. It's kind of like on the other side of the wall, but down a little bit. And he's like, yeah, or he gives you the directions there. You
Okay.
see there's a couple guards. It's nighttime. It's fairly well, because it's a holiday and, there's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of guards out.
Sure.
Most of them seem pretty chill.
That, and I feel like this is very much a police state.
I mean, there's a lot of outsiders. They just want to make sure everyone's safe.
I'm sure they do.
There was just a riot where like 7 people died. They're keeping things tight.
Yeah, tight.
So as he says that, I'm just gonna kind of give him a nod, and I'm not gonna wish him a good day. I'm just gonna give him a nod and walk away because I'm kind of over that guy.
He kind of Merry Kronkmas to you too, sir.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna acknowledge it at all.
I'm going to, pretending to be a pet on Gregor's shoulder again, just give him a weird eye as we walk away.
Hell yeah.
He just-
Fargrim's, is he with you guys right now? I mean, have you?
I'm talking to the mic, homie.
Yeah, there you go. Fargrim would be with us. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
we get Fargrim.
Fargrim at this point is kind of
We'd get you
understands that
a
he's,
road beer
Right,
and then
that's,
go.
yeah, literally what I was gonna say next was I was gonna find you
Yeah.
at the bar,
Get a road beer to go and
yeah.
go.
grab a roadie
Okay.
soda and get you off the bar and be like, hey, we got shit to do.
Yeah.
okay. I was just wanted to double check whether or not
Just
he
leave
was-
Fargrim at the bar.
I mean,
It's happened before.
It has.
It's happened
Yeah.
before. But
Listen, he probably doesn't remember, so it's
Oh, he's
okay.
fine.
It's true.
then my question
He's
is,
a grown man.
when all this is happening, where's Gary?
I was gonna ask, what did you do with Gary?
Gary's with me. At all
Gary is in the bar right now.
I don't think
I assume
Gary-
he'd be like
Gary-
in the
Gary is-
stables outside
yeah,
or something.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
so-
Listen, what happens is Gary's just outside the bar. You know how you kind of hook up your horses
Yeah.
to the front?
I assumed it was something like that.
Yeah, so I kind of do that, and then I
So
take the mead, right? I take my stein, I walk out, and just kind of lay on his side and drink it there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Fargrim's getting arrested for open intoxications, huh?
Yeah,
And
you
snail
want,
ownership.
listen, do you want to try to do
Wait, is
that?
snail ownership illegal in this
Bro,
town?
Everything.
She
is-
doesn't have the paperwork.
Everything.
Yeah, that's
is,
true.
So one thing we learned about this town on the
I
way
paid
in,
my dues.
heavily bureaucratic.
Oh,
I paid my dues.
you
This is
You had to get 'em
literally
in,
America in probably
but
like
you
3
can't
years.
prove-
required for snail registration?
Yeah, dude.
Gotta have the snail permit. Well,
I
first you
will
have,
run
you have to have
blood
an animal
in these
permit, and you got to
streets.
get the snail stamp on that permit.
If you fuck with Gary, this is gonna be a problem.
Be cool.
Okay.
Just be cool.
So,
Why can't Gary go to the town stables like all the other horses and shit? Like, I don't think people are gonna be cool with you walking your minivan-sized snail. Like, it's like walking down the street with a damn Chevy Tahoe that leads
on a
slime
leash.
everywhere. Like,
He's conditioned.
what do you mean he's conditioned? I mean he's like trained.
Yes,
That's a lie, and you know it.
it's not. He does what I want. When has he gone rogue?
He literally has blinded us several times in combat.
Hey, he was trying his best. Okay.
he was.
Yeah, everybody.
He was trying his best.
The Kraken passed
He was
the save. We all
attempting.
failed.
He was attempting to do what is best, but it just didn't work out.
He's got the spirit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way he
Kind
wanted
of
it
like
to.
Gregor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
out
I'm
here,
better.
Out here talking shit, homie.
I'm better.
Bad results, good intentions.
I get results.
You get something.
You. Get, I'm not even
What are
gonna
you
go.
gonna say?
You get things
You gonna talk some shit?
and stuff.
Like, I go hard in the paint.
Oh yeah, we're all aware of how hard in the paint you go. It's quite hard.
For those that haven't listened to the background section,
You could argue that it couldn't be harder.
Hashtag heavy.
Gregor is directly responsible in one way or another for the death of 2 villages.
No, okay, that first village, that's not on me, dude. Okay,
But
I
listen,
misinterpreted a vision and
God
didn't
told
realize.
you to save them, and
You
you
literally
didn't.
overslept.
but listen. Unfortunately,
I was with you. I
yeah,
was
you,
there.
Yeah, you were on that, dude. Why didn't you wake me up?
It wasn't my
What's up,
jihad.
dude? I'm saying you could have woke me up, dude. That's fine.
Jesus didn't come to me in a dream. I'm just out with a homie on a camping trip.
see, the problem with Gregor is, unfortunately, his wisdom is quite low. So, being charmed and frightened
I
is.
guarantee our
Pretty
wisdom's
frequent.
the same, player. I'm looking at your character sheet. But
No, but I'm a dwarf, so I can't be trying dwarf.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, we can't hear
Is
you,
this
man.
mic? Is this mic off?
Am I mic on?
Boom.
There
we
you
go.
go.
All right, so yeah, we head down the street towards the guard shack to find
Yep.
Kronk.
Yeah, let's get the ball rolling here. My
Yeah.
bad. That's-
Okay.
You know what, guys? That's on me.
So you go, and there's a guard outside who kind of nods at you as you start walking up.
Walk up and give him a little nod.
I
maybe.
nod as well,
Yep.
Do you nod in unison?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
of course.
You said it at the same time, so I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna make you roll for it.
Yep.
It just happens.
Yep.
Mind meld.
Good evening, sir. I'm actually
Merry
look-
Kronkmas.
Merry Kronkmas. Sure. I'm looking for my companion.
Kronk.
You might have heard of him. His name is Kronk.
The Kronk? Kronk Enator? You know Kronk?
I do.
Yeah, you can ask him about us.
I do.
They're kind of fuck buddies.
That's awesome. I'm
Fergus, we
so
were gonna talk
honored to
about
meet
that.
Yeah.
friends of the Kronk.
I know.
What can
yeah.
I do for you?
Yeah,
Friends.
I'm pretty awesome.
Friends, yeah.
But so the big issue is we got separated during the riot.
Understand.
Do you know where he is?
Could you get him for us?
So he talked with the Lord of Guards.
He does that sometimes.
He does. That's true. Kronk does talk. It's a very true point, sir.
It's true. I've seen it.
Yes, you have a very intelligent pet there, sir.
Thank you.
Don't get carried away, but continue.
Side egg. Gregor.
Some light shade, MBD.
Well, so he met with the Lord of the Guards, and he didn't seem super happy after the encounter and kind of stormed off. Went off with some other guy. I'm not entirely sure where they went.
Hold up. Some other guy?
Some other guy, yeah.
I mean,
There was a dude. They talked, and they seemed to go off together.
Was he large and
Yeah.
muscular and looked like a very good fighter?
Yes.
was he big? Was he bigger than me?
I would say bigger. I mean, I also
Hold
did.
up.
Yeah.
You,
You wouldn't say bigger,
you
but
wouldn't-
was he?
Was he though?
Was he?
I mean,
This is important.
it's hard. I saw him
Sir.
earlier. I see you now.
Sir.
He was across the square.
Sir,
Yeah, I know,
this
but I
is
mean-
important.
This is. It arguably couldn't be more important. I need to know.
I'd say you're
Like-
probably about the same size.
Unreal.
About or actually?
I mean, give or take like 2 inches.
Give it.
I saw-
giving,
As
giving
in
the
he's
two-
bigger than 2
yeah,
inches, or
giving the
Gregor's
2
bigger
inches
by 2
to who,
inches?
and taking it from who?
Okay, so he was next to Kronk,
Right.
and I haven't seen you next to Kronk, so I don't really have a good thing to judge off of. Again, it was across the square. It was like 7 hours
How
ago.
big is he compared to Kronk?
Sir, can you just point us in the right direction, please?
He's not as tall as Kronk. It's okay.
There's hope.
All right, can you point us in the right direction, please?
They went off towards the inside of the mountain.
All right, I give him a
I would-
silver.
Wait, and-
I give him a silver from the pouch from the guy that I stole
can't
before.
Take, we can't take bribes, sir.
It's not a bribe. It's just a tip.
We can't take.
You can
that
take
either.
tips. It's fine.
No, we can't.
You know what? I'm just gonna close his little hand, and just be like, hey.
This is a slight against me.
And
I can
without
take
really knowing
collections
Sir.
to the small children's choir,
Then
but
do
that's
that.
all I can
Then
do.
do
Yeah,
that.
could we take a donation
Yeah.
to?
Just do that.
But
instead of just
listen,
turning me away.
as Gregor was trying to close his hand, he overestimated his strength and kind of broke one of his fingers.
I would never do that.
Axe already missing 2 fingers, so it's very likely that
I would
happens.
never do that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Maybe just take the donation instead of accusing me of bribery. Okay.
We had
I'm
an
Kronk's
issue with
best
it.
friend.
Anyone gives, I
offense,
meant
Craig.
At the
absolutely.
stretch.
I meant absolutely no offense. I'm so
Shut up,
sorry,
Barbara.
sir. We had an issue,
I'm his
and
favorite
so
pet.
if anyone comes at us with money, the first thing we have to say legally for our jobs is, "I'm not allowed to accept bribes."
It's a little accusatory, but I understand. But Pharrell, could you point us in the right direction?
Yeah,
please?
where is this mountain?
Yeah. Wait, he left to a whole ass mountain.
No, so the city of Matorka is built up on this hill. So like the palaces and like the court
Okay, I
is on the
retract that
top,
statement then.
and then inside is kind of like a hive.
Okay.
So
that's
all
cool.
the poor people live on the inside, and all the
Ah.
nice.
The Underhive.
Think
Gotcha.
some
Yeah.
like hanging gardens of Babylon.
Okay.
If the inside of the mountain was where all the poor people were.
Okay.
Yeah. So they live in like these underhives, and all the rich people live in like these
The upper
terrace
hive.
homes.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So we need. So
X
Kronk.
putting together a picture.
So Kronk went into the Underhive.
Yes, be careful down there. It's a rough area. We patrol as much as we can.
Yeah.
Can you
Try to stay out here more because they get really mad if we go down there too much. It's a whole political thing. We're working on some reforms that hopefully will make it not as bad.
Are there
sure.
are there repercussions for physical violence?
I mean, there's always repercussions for physical violence.
Okay. I just for in case they attacked us, not in case we attacked them.
would
for sure.
would we be within our rights to defend ourselves?
Yeah, self-defense thing. Can we stand our own ground?
You can defend
Is
yourself.
this a castle state?
But if it comes up that you instigated, you would be facing the law.
If it comes up, okay.
That's fair.
Cool,
If it comes
gotcha.
up, got it.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
I feel like that wasn't clear. Do not instigate violence.
You could not have been more clear.
I feel like I should be more clear. Please do not instigate violence. We are currently working toward social
Are
reform.
you accusing Kronk's best friend and pet of instigating violence on Kronkmas Eve?
Right.
I
feel like
I'm so sorry. I guess I got a little
What's your supervisor's
Yeah.
name?
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Yeah.
Kaylee Welfer, the Lord of Guards.
Gotcha. Gregor, can you write that down?
Bring me-
I can't. I'm illiterate.
Okay. I'm actually I'm writing it down.
Yeah. Can
Okay.
I get your badge number too?
559-479.
Got it.
Kaylee, what?
Welfer.
Welfare.
Welfer.
And what is your name, sir?
My name
Yeah.
is Hunter Falk.
Hunter. All right. I feel like we started off on a good foot, and then you got unnecessarily rude for a little bit. And I just feel like it was a little unwanted on Kronkmas Eve.
Check it out, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna let this one slide.
Yeah, for now.
We're gonna let this one slide.
For now.
But we'll be back.
Just no.
Okay.
And just be cool, man. Okay.
Okay.
Just be
you
cool.
know, have a great Kronkmas. I hope you
Yeah.
find Kronk. If you could tell him that we love him, that would be swell.
I mean, we were going to, but then you were rude.
No, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Like we might mention it, but like don't hope for it or
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see
I
how
mean, if you could get me his signature, my kid.
You're asking
would
too much now.
flip.
You're asking too much now. Okay, if
Can I get your signature as his best friend?
I'm his pet, not his friend. That's his best friend.
He's like gesturing it to you guys, like as his friends. Can I get your signatures?
You're gonna tax me for it.
Why would I do that?
I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna walk
Let's
away.
go. Yeah.
He was like a little sad. He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
"Man,
just
my kid
I'm
would've- it
just
would've been
not
a
having it
Kronkmas."
with
Bye,
anybody
Hunter.
in this city.
You guys are making about as good a first impression as I did.
All right, so
So you guys go to the Underhouse.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna stop and turn to Fairground real quick. Hey, we're going to the Underhive. I don't think we can bring Gary down there.
What?
I don't. What part did you not understand? I just,
Or is it a tight squeeze? What's going on?
well, yeah, he's the size of, like,
He's very normal size for
it's
his
the
age.
size of freaking Jeep Rubicon. I feel like he's just not gonna.
What's a Jeep Rubicon?
It's a magical steed.
Yeah, it's a magical. It's a mechanical Warforged beast.
It's Randy's other form.
Yeah.
Randy the Reed. Dude, I pray we get involved in some aquatic shenanigans because I'm calling Randy and it's over for you bitches.
Yep. CTE Reef Shark. I'd love to see it.
Listen, I understand that you guys are very uncomfortable with not having Gary there, but I think he might be too big for this.
I think you're right, Farham. I
minute.
appreciate you
It's gonna
like,
turn it on their head.
you being willing to admit this is like a big step up for you, and I really appreciate that.
No, but if honestly, though, for real, if he's too big to go, then
Hold on. Hey, Hunter.
saying, is
Hey,
it-
Hunter.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hunter.
we're gonna walk.
Hunter.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can you watch our snail?
hold
Kronk
on.
would really appreciate it.
We will give you both our autographs and
And-
you watch this snail and ensure his safety.
Hold on.
We will put in a good word for Kronk for
listen,
your
guys.
son.
Listen, guys.
Yeah.
Does anybody in this town know a spell to
Don't do it.
you know what I'm talking about? The one that can enlarge something. And,
Reduce.
Or
reduce.
enlarge.
Yeah, reduce large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try the Mage's Court. They're probably closed.
Maybe
for
we can put him in our
Kronkmas.
pocket.
Oh, for now, can you just watch
can you
our
just
snail?
I would highly recommend. There's a stable like right around the corner that he might be more comfortable.
Can you take him?
I
Like, we're-
can't leave my post. I mean, if you
I mean,
leave
we're
him
gonna
here,
put-
I'll watch him. I
Okay.
just think he'd be more comfortable in the stable.
Awfully bold of you to assume.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if he's happy here, I will.
All right, let's
watch
go to the
this
stable.
snail.
Let's go to the
I think we
stable.
should definitely put
We won't
Fairground.
be getting Hunter a good word for his son from Kronk, but
Are you saying that in front of him?
Well, yeah.
Fairgrim, are you okay with leaving Gary in the stable?
Yeah.
Or do you really want us to go to the friggin' Mage's College?
Yeah. Right now. I think he said they're closed.
I feel like
They
I'll
got
be leaving
operating hours.
a part of myself behind.
Yeah, that's okay
But
though.
You'll be all right, though, right?
but
Hearing
to-
this, Hunter's
but
like,
to
if
kill,
I will watch your snail if you need someone to watch your snail.
but to kill the undead.
Fucking emotional support.
I will
Little
do
snail.
what I will do
All
what I
right,
must.
Hunter, watch the snail, and we'll be back
Yeah,
probably
hey,
sometime
Hunter.
eventually.
I'm gonna throw Hunter.
You can't take bribes.
Can't take
listen,
bribes.
listen, he's not.
Can
he's
you be
not,
paid
this
for
isn't-
can you be
this
paid
isn't-
for your
this isn't,
services though?
Yeah, this isn't taking a bribe. You were literally doing me a service of like basically babysitting my snail.
Yeah, can we,
That is true.
can we
but
pay you for services?
Unfortunately, I am not allowed
Can
to
we
take
leave
money.
money on the
Okay,
ground?
but I'm gonna
and
tell you right now,
stack it
if
come
you
across
if
it?
you
As-
fuck this up, we're gonna have a problem.
Kronk's is gonna have a problem.
He-
was really
does
aggressive.
he have like? I don't really know much about snails, so pardon my questions. But do I need like a leash? Is he gonna like run away from me?
He can't
Oh,
run.
no.
Run is
I'll-
not
yeah,
the right word.
No. I'll tell him to stay here. He listens to me pretty well, and he's got everything he needs. In his,
Don't let
and
the
it's just-
slime get on you.
Yeah, it's kind of poisonous, so just be cool.
Don't touch the snail.
Okay.
Just
What if he tries to run?
He
What do
won't.
I do?
You can catch him.
Yeah.
How? If
No,
I
listen,
can't touch him.
Hunter, he's
I'll
he's a
put
snail. He's pretty slow.
I'll put a leash on him.
Okay.
Tether him. Yeah, tether him like to the guard post.
Yeah, I'll just put a leash around his shell, and I'll give him a good
There's
stern
just, like,
talking
this-
to.
It's a giant
hey, buddy.
shell. It's fucking
It'll
ratchet
probably be
strap.
the most
Yeah.
intimidating you've ever been before.
Right, I'm gonna talk to him and be like, hey, bud, you know, we're gonna be gone for a couple days, but I'm coming back. I just
Gone for a
want
couple
you
days.
to
Days. I was hoping this would be like a 20-minute deal.
Hey man, it's a snail.
Just
He's
want-
got the
just
like
want you to be a good
memory
boy.
retention of a goldfish. A
guys.
couple days is like a minute.
Sorry,
You guys,
go ahead,
Fargrim's
Fargrim.
having a minute.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Fargrim, go ahead.
Can we just
Yeah, just
Sorry, bud.
talk to your snail.
just be cool?
Yeah.
Just want you to know I love you.
Can't even take yourself seriously.
Talk to your snail. Talk to your snail, Fargrim.
and grins
Yeah.
over here.
Talk to your son.
Talk to your snail, Fargrim.
I just want you to be a good boy, and not run away. You got everything you need in your shell. Okay.
Dude, fucking, I'm getting hardcore.
Are they kissing?
Yes.
Just snail noises.
I'm getting hardcore. Good night, Lily. Sha la la la. Just,
Sha-la-la-la.
Oh my god.
just you and
Sha-la.
Yeah,
your,
look.
you and your minivan.
Yeah.
perfectly
So
good
basically, yeah.
stable.
So I kind of give him a talking to. It's like, hey, just be good. Just stay right here. And he kind of gives me his little flail nods.
yeah,
his little. You know what I'm saying?
Part of me feels like we should probably put this dude in the stable, but I feel like we're pretty committed on this current path.
You're committed.
The guard kind of like
fine.
wipes
I'm
away a tear.
Personally
here, you
committed
talk
to
your
fucking
snail.
with Hunter, so
He's a good boy.
So it's
Do
decided
you
then.
have the paperwork for your snail? If anyone asks me, someone
Son
probably
of a
will.
bitch.
We've gone through this.
this is just
Yeah,
tell him it's
you have
Kronk's.
the paperwork, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't we get the paperwork on the way in?
I paid for it.
You paid the tax
Son
for
of a-
bringing in an animal without the paperwork.
Okay, so
Damn
what's,
it.
that's all you need then. I paid my tax.
Yes, but
Yeah. So I have to pay another tax?
no, you need to get the paperwork.
We don't got time for that. Let's go to the stables.
That doesn't make sense. I already paid for not having it.
All right,
so-
Hunter, you already said you're going to do it. Let's
Hunter,
leave.
guess
Let's
what?
leave.
Not only
Let's
did you fail us, you failed Kronk. So take that any way that you want. We're going to the stables.
Yeah. Bye, Hunter.
The stables are
Hunter-
out. Just so you guys know, the stables will also ask for paperwork. He is cool watching it without that. He's just asking if you have it,
No,
so that
damn.
if anyone asks him,
No,
he can pass it.
it's
Damn, you
Just-
guys
Yeah,
If any-
just,
if
just
any-
tell him I already paid my tax and I give him the receipt for the tax.
Okay. He's,
all right. Bye, Hunter.
it's just a little receipt that Fargrim made himself. I
My-
paid for snail.
It's in
It
fucking
might be a
crayon.
little wet too. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of slime on it.
A little sweaty.
All right, we
Butt
head into
sweat.
the underhives.
Yep. Let's get in that underhive action.
Jesus Christ.
That was 20 minutes of snail politics.
What are we gonna do with the snail?
Hey man, I think we had to decide that because like
It's important D&D
I feel like we're not.
logistics.
I'm just picturing an underhive, and it's like, can you drive a minivan through the underhive?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Plus, all of the viewers are here for that deep lore.
I mean,
Of
that's why
course.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what did they do with the snail? You can't leave these details out.
So
really
what does
can't.
the underhive look like as we enter into
So
it?
it's very dark.
It's got
There's some
Black Reap from
torches.
Skyrim.
Very similar.
I will say though, before I leave, I'm gonna go ahead and coat all my weapons in his slime.
Okay.
That's
Good
dope.
call. Good call.
Yep.
All right. Underhive. What does it look like?
So it's very dark. Basically, it looks a little bit. It's a slum. There's torches every like dozen yards, but it's pretty dark. There's some homeless people kind of like curled up in doorways. There's a lot of buildings that look in disrepair. Not all of them have like solid doors. Some of them it's just whatever they had on hand that they could use to kind of block out. They don't have to worry about the elements too much because it's inside a hill, but it is very dark. It's kind of damp. There's some little things skittering around in the darkness.
Eck feels very much at home.
As we're walking and like seeing the homeless, I'm just gonna like give little blessings here and there.
Okay.
I'm going to bamf from Gregor's shoulder and shadow step onto roofs of whatever buildings are around and just sort of like take a look around and see if I can see Kronk.
So it's basically like this hive like underground. So it's not really roofs.
Yeah, well, I'm going to high perches and
Okay.
you know, I mean, I can run on walls and stuff,
It's
so
kind
I'm
of like
just
an
going up.
ant colony
Okay,
where it's just like little like tunnels with little like rooms branching off.
okay.
So there really are no points of elevation. Is what you're
I mean,
saying?
you can be on the roof looking, but you don't see.
I mean, I'd be like on the walls and stuff, and you know, I'm gravity isn't really a factor for me, and I can
You don't
shadow
know.
step 60
Dude.
feet.
Gravity's not real, bro.
No, it's not. It's not.
much like birds, there is no gravity.
Of course. So yeah, I guess I'll just get up to high purchase and look around to see if I can find a Kronk anywhere in
You
the
do
vicinity.
not see a Kronk.
All right. Well, after looking around, I just go back to Gregor.
So after maybe handing out some blessings, I'm trying to get the goodwill of some of these fine people. I'm just gonna ask around, like, hey, anybody here seen Kronk?
You find one homeless man who seems in pretty good spirits. He's kind of like curled up in a door frame, but he looks really happy for a man that's curled up in a door frame. Like,
Happiness is a state
you
of
know,
mind.
you know Kronk?
I do.
He came by here not that long ago.
That's
Him
great.
and his buddy.
It's a sensitive subject, sir.
I'm just gonna.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything.
Yeah, we're gonna move past that for a second.
They fixed my knee.
They fixed your knee,
They fixed my knees.
so he can heal too, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's amazing. My knees haven't felt this good in years.
And
Gregor, do you want me to break his knees?
no, it's all good. Let's not do that. Oh, headphones down.
My immersion.
They're even capable of extra small sizes just for you.
That is probably going to help because these are.
You just need that giant ass dome.
Yep.
I'll just
Yeah.
put like padding in it.
So, sir, where?
Yeah, so
which
he-
direction did
yeah.
Kronk and friend go off in?
Kronk and acquaintance.
They went to the small children's home.
The small children's home.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
point us in the
orphan-
right
Yeah,
direction?
where's that at?
I
Yeah.
will lead you there, just like I led them. I mean, to lead friends of Kronk is
With your not yet broken
get-
knees.
Real quick,
I mean, not broken knees.
he seems a little too eager.
okay.
I'm gonna do an insight check just to kind of see if there's anything nefarious going on. Because the fact that he just popped up and said, "Oh, I'm gonna lead you there," just like I led them there.
Well, so you
I
were
don't know if
asking.
I
He
like
heard you
that.
asking around for Kronk, and he, per him, has met Kronk earlier and was responding to your question and has offered to lead you. But I will let you roll.
That's an 8.
It's an 8. You are still kind of suspicious.
Dude,
You
sus.
think he's a homeless guy. You don't want to judge. You're really not judging him based on the fact that he's homeless. But he does kind of smell. And he looks a little sus.
I mean, we've been living on the road for a while, so like, he probably smells. I mean, I doubt he smells any better than we do, right?
I mean, you guys at least have like the wind to like kind of
guess.
freshen you up.
We
He
just had,
lives
like, a hot tub
inside
the
a
other day.
damp
That's true. We
hive
did hot
city,
tub the other day.
and you did hot tub like
Yeah.
within the last month.
I
He
bathed in the
probably
blood of my enemies, my owl human enemies.
that's true. You do smell like owl blood
Okay, cool.
and a little bit like human blood.
Good.
Thursday.
All right. Well, lead on, my good sir.
Yeah.
So he leads you, and as you get closer, you hear the sound of singing little quiet voices singing.
Quick comment. I'm loving this because this is literally the rest of the party, like, following in the footsteps of a side session that I did with another player. So I just, like, every time something comes up, I'm like, oh, God, it's this part. It's fucking fantastic. I'm so excited. This is great. Carry on.
All I'm worried about is who's this other dude, man?
Yeah.
Just a friend.
Sus.
Yeah.
Gregor's feeling a little bit of jealousy right now.
I bet. He should.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
So
Alright,
you
check
get
it out.
closer and you hear the voices kind of cut off.
Is it like children's voices, or is it?
It sounds like children singing.
Do they sound like children's voices who don't have parents?
I mean, you
What?
roll me an insight to see if you can decipher
Damn, that
Can
the
I hear
parental
the-
status of these children.
Can
How
I hear the
depressed they
sadness
are?
in their voice?
Can I hear the lack of love and support?
There are very few things that Ack knows about Kronk,
How-
and one is that he owns a Kronk Mart, and two is that he
Runs
has an
an orphanage.
orphanage
Yeah.
somewhere.
How emotionally stable are these children?
So what are we
Roll
doing?
insight
Insight?
to find out.
I rolled in at 20.
Okay,
I
you
rolled a 7.
you can't tell shit. You're not convinced that they're children. They
Ack
might
has
be
probably
just
never
the
met
wind.
a human child before, so yeah, it makes
You're
sense.
like, no, it's just the wind. It does that sometimes.
yeah.
Caves and winds.
Real gusty in these tunnels.
You think they sound kind of sad.
You
And
was
you
in
hear-
Fargrim.
Yes, I'm sorry. I can't point at people anymore. Fargrim thinks they feel they sound sad. And you also hear very faintly after they stop some kind of yelling.
Does it sound like Kronk yelling?
You're not convinced it's children, Ack.
Yeah,
So
listen,
you
listen,
hear
guys.
none of this.
I'm pretty confident that these children are pretty upset at something. So
Ack has
I'd
probably
say
never
let's
met,
go investigate and let's see what's going on over there.
That's fair. Ack has probably
Straight
never
up.
met a human that is not a full-grown adventurer. So
No, you met the children at the farm.
That's true, and they were confusing. Well, Axe lived in a cave for all of like 5 or 6 years.
Exposing
so-
you to the world.
Yeah,
You
Ack is very young and has only seen full-grown adventurers who have either died to a dragon or killed his dragon. So yeah, everything's
you're
sort of
welcome,
new.
bro.
Yeah, everything's sort of new and shiny and confusing.
That's fair. So you get closer. Your guide leads you on his
What's
Fucked up.
what's your name, sir?
my name. He kind of thinks
Yeah.
for a minute. He's like,
You forget?
no one has called me by my name in so many years.
It's kind of fucked
Well,
up.
what do you go by?
Most people just scream, "Get out of here!"
No, that's
call me.
fair.
Damn.
My name.
They're just really coming at him like that.
I was Kevin. Thank you, sir. No one has asked me my name in a long time.
All right, Kev.
It's a shitty name.
No, here, this poor guy. No one's called him his name in like 7 years, and you immediately just start calling him Kev.
Yeah, it's a term of endearment.
Human names are
I'm
weird.
trying to like make him feel more comfortable around me.
Kevin.
Gregor, human names are weird.
Yeah, so what's up, Scott?
All right, Steve. This is what we got.
What's up, Carol?
Baskets.
Carol Baskin. Man, that was
An old reference. on
yeah.
this
That's a deep cut.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the boy?
So Kev, where's
Yeah, he's still leading you through the city on his fucked up legs, living his best life.
Okay.
if he doesn't hurry up, they're gonna be fucked. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
He leads you
Cool.
through some like winding
we-
little streets.
Yeah, what do we see as we like? What's the scene as we get led through it? Is it just like
The-
nothing but homeless people,
The
or
deeper you go, the worse it gets.
the worse it gets? Okay.
Yep. There's more kind of thinner looking people. There's less people. As he leads you, you go through what you think is like kind of like the worst section that you've seen. where, like,
Okay.
you don't really see anyone. You hear some like sounds of life inside the buildings, but you're not you don't see anyone. It is kind of late. You're some like coughing and sniffling, like sick poor people sounds.
Yeah.
He leads you around a couple more winding streets, and you come to a slightly nicer looking building. Kind of written on a sign out front is the small children's home.
All right.
Oh.
And choir is also tacked on at the end there, as if it was like a separate sign. And again, you hear the singing, but a lot louder and clearer.
Okay.
And
They're
he's like,
singing
here.
Despacito.
Despacito.
But really
Copyright.
sadly.
DMCA.
From a distance, we just Aruba, Jamaica, come on. No. But all right, so we're getting close.
Yeah, you're there. You're out front of the building. Kevin turns to you. This is where I left Kronk and his friend. I wish you luck. I hope that you find them.
Thank you.
They changed my life. I really hope that you guys have just as merry of a Kronkmas as I'm having.
Thank you, Kyle. And as I say goodbye, I'm just gonna flip him one gold coin.
Oh, sir, this is so much.
So you can't take bribes either. What's up?
No, this is.
People
I'd
are
say this is
very
more money
ungrateful.
than I've seen in a long time, but actually, that other guy gave me a bunch of copper pieces. So yeah, this is just a wild night.
People are very
Sounds like it's been a
here.
good day for you, huh?
It has been a very
Good.
good day.
Let's keep it that
The
way.
other guy.
Let's keep it that. I'm gonna ignore that comment.
People are very
Thank you.
ungrateful here, Gregor. At least initially.
No, he's very
Yeah, no,
very
he
grateful.
seems- he
It's
seems
it's
pretty
more
high.
like he thinks this is too much. Like this is riches that
Yeah,
like,
that
he-
sounds ungrateful.
Bro, you just gave a gold coin to Dobby. It's like you gave him a sock.
I know, and he seems like like I would appreciate like more like, oh no, this is too much. Be like, yeah, no, just take it. Come on.
It's like in Harry Potter.
That's
That's
what he's
literally
saying
what he's
is-
saying, though.
Yeah.
He's literally saying like, I can't believe you're giving me this much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't wrap his head around the amount of currency that I just
It's like
separated
when
with.
Harry told Dobby he could sit down, and Dobby just decided to beat his head against a wardrobe.
Yeah, this dude is literally like he's not actually like hurting himself, but he's just like trying to like pinch himself because he thinks he's asleep.
Try harder. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Ack is thoroughly confused.
All right, so I'm just gonna, hey,
People make no sense
thank
to
you
him.
for your help, and
Of course.
I hope you have a Merry
Kronkmas.
Kronkmas, and I hope that your fortune turns up for the better.
Honestly, after tonight, I think it will.
So you're saying you left Kronk over here, right?
Yes.
That's
He wanted to go to the orphanage and meet the choir.
what direction is that?
We're literally.
He just kind of like points to the sign.
We're on the porch
Yeah,
of the
we're-
orphanage.
You're outside the building. You're like, so where was that again? He's like, right there.
I never said Fargrim's was smart.
Hey, man.
Ack jumps
Fargrim's
over to
still dangerous,
Fargrim's
though.
shoulder and just turns his head in the right
Fargrim's
direction.
still like a little fucked up.
Yeah,
Got a nice buzz.
Fargrim's
going on.
still pretty drunk.
Yes, he very much is.
You got 2 Kronkberry meads for the road.
All right,
Yes.
so we walk.
Along
What-
with Plenty Man Dwarven Ale. It's kind of endless.
So let's ignore the question entirely. Let's delve in deep. What is a Kronkberry? I'm just kidding.
It is the seasonal drink that all of the inns are serving.
Cool.
It is called Kronkberry mead.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
All right, so
It's
we
on
walk
special at most
into
of
the orphanage
Yes.
place.
So the door is locked.
It's named Kokomo.
Mhm.
It is named the Small Children's Home
That's not true.
and Choir.
All right. Oh, so it's locked, huh?
Can
I'd like to knock on the door.
Okay. Ack, are you doing something else
Oh.
while he knocks?
I was gonna check if I have thieves' tools to try and open it, but I do not currently have thieves' tools.
Okay. So you knock on the door.
I like where your head's at, though.
Yeah. Is there a window at all?
There is a window.
Can I see in through the window?
You can see in through.
Is there a shadow that I can see?
There is a shadow.
I'm gonna bamf to that shadow,
Fucking
Okay.
enthusiasm
and then I'm
here.
going to unlock the door and open
So
it.
while you're knocking,
A little bit of B&E, baby. All right.
he
Yeah.
pops in and opens the door, and as the door opens, someone walks down the hallway.
I go, hey, the door is open. Is it okay if we come in?
Who are you people? This
we're-
is a children's home. You
we're-
can't just come in here.
I am a child. Can't you see how small I am?
I mean,
So,
yeah,
It's been a weird night.
it's about to
I
get
am
weirder.
so sorry, my child.
Thank you.
We will do what we can to help you. You can't stay here.
That's rude.
Whoa.
But
Why?
I've traveled very far distances.
I am so sorry, my
I'm
child.
very
Again,
tired.
I will do everything I can to help you. But
I am.
You,
I'm actually Kronk's pet. Does that
they
help?
they kind of look up. They're like, God damn it.
I see you've met my friend.
He's not lying.
Yeah.
I
I don't know what
gonna-
pet means,
We are
but
we are Kronk's companion.
I'm not sure what pet means, but what I keep
You
what I
guys-
keep getting called.
need to not be here right now.
Why?
So Kronk came here with this guy,
Yeah.
and It started out really good. It was Kronkmas. They came. They were like, they went to the sick kids ward and they were, spreading some Kronkmas cheer. And they healed this little boy.
Okay, it sounds like
And
Kronk.
it was. And then his friend started doing some stuff. And
What kind of stuff?
like, stuff you can't really explain.
Do your
Like
best.
magic stuff.
Okay.
But like weird magic stuff. And he started talking about all this stuff, like chaos
Oh.
and like
I look at Gregor.
we've had
as he says that, you just hear a deep like inhale.
we've had problems in the past. We took in a little elf boy a couple years ago, and people started threatening to burn down the orphanage. So we
That's some like
How does
deep,
that?
deep racism.
Yeah, that's some deep-seated
I agree.
discrimination right there.
That's why I'm sorry, but you cannot leave this child with us.
Okay, but hold
Okay,
on.
the
So
child-
Not
after
a safe place.
Fine, the child will come with me. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's not
Tell
a
me-
problem. So
yes.
so after you guys had this discussion, or you overheard this, where did they go?
We told them they had to leave. Kronk said it was okay and that it was just a misunderstanding, but again, like, we've had issues before, and we got to take care of the kids, and we can't risk getting mixed up with anything, even if Kronk says so. So we sent them on their way. They were a little drunk. I think they went to go find the Lord of Guards because they were mad, but I'm not entirely sure.
So, first things, I'm gonna put my hand on this keeper's shoulder here. You did the right thing.
Okay, I'm glad to hear you say that.
Any-
Kronk made me feel bad,
No.
but we gotta take care of the kids.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
Couple-
very upset right now.
Couple of things here. First thing, if there ever is a chance that someone's bringing the taint of chaos in here, you did the right thing. Turn it away immediately. You're pure of heart, I can tell.
Okay.
Second thing, either it was a giant misunderstanding, or this mystery person has done something to alter Kronk's mind. All I know is we need to find Kronk as soon as possible because very well could be in danger.
Okay, so
Are we gonna
you're
ignore the
very
fact that
big
they're-
and intimidating, and you're touching me right now, and I don't know what to do.
It's fine.
Fargrim's gonna just kind of look at him and roll his eyes because he's very open to knowing all things Kronk.
What? I don't know what you mean by that.
Me
But we're
either.
gonna just move on.
Nothing.
Sounds like
Are we just gonna ignore the fact that they're turning away a homeless child?
I mean, but they said they're doing it for a decent reason. It's
We
if
said
they,
we
we're
have
taking
food-
you though.
right. If they could, they
Yeah.
would take you in.
We
It's- they
we
can't.
can send you with food. We
Yeah.
have a little money we can send you with if you need clothes. You can't. We will help you as much as we can, but you
Right.
cannot stay here.
It's for their own safety as much as it is for the safety of the other children here. I mean, I get it. I'm not stoked about it. I'm not happy about it, but I understand it.
I'm gonna take your word on this, Gregor. Don't fuck me.
No, well, hold up. Dog.
Jesus.
Why would I? Whoa, where's this coming from?
curb your enthusiasm.
Whoa, man.
Sorry.
What do you?
Don't be.
So you
I
have this.
just want a home. I just want a home.
That's the one thing I can't give
That's all I
my
want.
child. I'm
Hey, home.
That's all I
sorry.
want. I just want a home. Okay, my last home got ruined by these guys.
Hey,
You're welcome.
First
for
off, yeah.
adopting you.
Yeah. But now we're just homeless together.
yeah. We are your home.
It's fair.
Yeah. You're welcome.
No, it's fair. You've done a lot.
Now you fight owls because you want
Regularly.
to,
Yeah.
not because you have to.
No, that's a good point.
And you have socks.
And I win.
Yeah.
I don't wear socks, but I do wear slippers.
Hell yeah.
Socks are different.
Yeah.
They're
So
like big socks.
I'm just gonna say
They're
like
purple, but
just
whatever.
check that energy next time.
Okay, I just sometimes I just want a place to call home that isn't,
My
your
armpit.
shoulder.
Yeah. Okay.
ET, come home, dude.
The person just kind of looks really sad that they're turning you away.
Yeah.
So
But I get it.
they like try to hug you
I don't let them.
and tell you that it's gonna be
I
okay.
don't
So they
let
like go in to hug you.
I bamf out of there. I disappear into a cloud of shadows.
He does that. It's
They-
I do.
they start
I
looking
appear from
around.
behind Gregor.
So can you at least point me in the direction? So you said they went to go see the Lord of the Guards.
I think so. They were really drunk.
Is that
They were mad.
You think so? I need some solid facts here.
I don't know. I told them they had to leave and they left, and I didn't really.
Is that in the Underhive, or do we have to go back out?
The Lord of Guard lives on the upper side.
And that's Kaylee Welfer.
He's Kaylee Welfer.
I'm gonna roll for.
Alright, cool. We have
I
to
just
talk to
roll-
her anyway. Sorry.
Roll for
It's a him.
Whatever.
rolled for insight
Humans.
to see if
Yeah.
she was telling us everything that
Mm-hmm.
she said. I rolled a.
Humans and gender doesn't really matter to me.
That's fair.
You people, you might as well not be people.
I rolled a 16 with a modifier. It's on that 20.
They do seem to be telling you the truth.
The whole truth?
Nothing,
Nothing but the
truth.
truth.
If you want to know Gregor and Ack, you can roll.
So help you.
I will.
Fargrim
Please,
is
please.
fairly convinced that this is the whole story.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I just rolled a 9.
You get good vibes. They're
I rolled a soft 20.
soft 20.
Yeah.
You get a slightly weird vibe from the sounds coming down the hall of like the singing room, but nothing like bad vibes. You just remember hearing Fargrim say something about yelling earlier, and it just strikes a weird nerve. But the person in front of you does not seem to be lying about Kronk and Gregor. And that
Okay.
you can't live here. But they do seem to genuinely want you, so if you want anything from them, you can probably ask.
I don't need their charity.
Hell yeah, you tell us.
Yeah. Fuck
You
this.
literally just asked for it, but okay.
No, I asked for a home. I didn't ask for charity. Okay, there's difference. Ack has standards. Okay,
Oh.
they're very low, but they're still there.
They have meat.
Oh, I mean, if they have meat for, if they're gonna give me meat, then yeah. But hey, you said you get food? Can I get like some meat or something?
Of course,
You,
my
you
child.
act like we don't feed you.
You do, but like I still like to have meat.
Hello, DM Amber here. So, unfortunately, this was our first episode and we had a couple technical difficulties, and the mic ended up cutting off the last 30 minutes or so of adventure. So, if you would like to hear that, I will do a quick recap of it. If not, this is the end of the episode. Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you in our next episode. Shortly after this, the gang decides to leave the orphanage. They don't really investigate anything. At one point, Ack runs down the hallway and finds the choir director yelling at the kids, cast silence on him because it was making an annoying sound, and then left to rejoin the group, who went off to try to find Kronk. They spoke to the Lord of the Guard, who informed them that Kronk had also summoned him. Basically, they just woke him up as soon as he got home from dealing with Kronk. And they searched for him and found him at a local tavern, where he was asleep since it was about 4 a.m. Gregor, in his excitement at seeing his bestie again, and in his fear that he was being replaced, broke the door down in his eagerness to see Kronk again. They paid off the barkeeper, so no one really cared. And they decided to rest up in the inn. It was a really small room, so Fargrim decided to sleep out front on Gary. Repeatedly asked by guards if he had the paperwork for his snail and to not sleep on public streets. Fargrim took this about as well as you would expect it to go, but has settled on the fact that he does in fact need to get the paperwork for Gary sorted out and try to find a better way of sleeping while drinking on public streets. The next day, it was Kronkmas proper. They had a wonderful holiday breakfast. You guys are missing out. Unfortunately, it was described in explicit detail by Ack. And they went out to the castle, found out they had to come back later for the ball, went to a tailor, tried on some outfits. Everyone ended up in their first choice of costumes. Kronk dressed up to the nines in like a peacock-esque feathered cape and like matching suit. Fargrim decided not to wear a shirt, so it's just some really fancy pants. Gregor decided to wear his plate mail, but to get a cape to cover the kraken skin. And Ack wanted a really pretty purple dress, so that's what he got. The episode ended with everyone getting ready to go to the ball, and that's where we're going to pick up next time. So thank you again very much for listening. We appreciate your support and hope you guys enjoy whatever time of day it is where you are.